Let's talk using commercial real estate to build your wealth. I'm here with George Case, who's with Prudential. So, George, can you tell us who you are and how you assist your clients?
Yeah, good morning, Emma. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to your audience. I'm on a team with financial planners. We operate mostly in the space with business owners and their families, but then our focus is kind of tax mitigation strategies inside of a comprehensive financial plan for the business owner and their businesses.
Awesome. So, George and I have had some conversations about commercial real estate, especially as it pertains to owner users. So, George, can you tell us your take on how business owners can use commercial real estate to build their wealth and generate a net worth for retirement?
Yeah, absolutely. And before I start, I'm a fiduciary licensed financial advisor, planner. And so everything that I say in this interview is going to be just for educational purposes only. This is not advice for anybody. But yeah, we love working with business owners, especially ones that are in the process of trying to expand. And we like looking at different ways to do that. What are the different ways what are the most efficient or effective ways that we can help a business owner expand? And so one of the big pieces of that is going to be commercial real estate, right? And so one of the big questions is, hey, do I rent or do I lease a space or do I buy a space? And what does that do to my cash flow today? But then also we're looking at what is the tax implications today, what's the tax implications down the road, and what does that do for your asset log or your balances at the your balance book at the end of 15 or 20 years. And so for example, we've got a taekwondo studio that is expanding and they want to move to the other side of town. And so they came to us and they said, hey, we're thinking about renting out a space in a strip mall on this other side of town. And it's gonna be about 4,000. I think it was about 4,000 a month to lease this space out on an or on a monthly basis, but a year by year contract. And so we ran the numbers for me. So what if instead we bought that? What if we bought that strip mall? We've got three different locations inside of it. You can actually handpick your tenants. You can take the middle store, and at the end of the year instead of cash flowing out $4,000 a month, your net cash flow for this business would have been closer to about $1,000 a month. And they would be starting to build equity inside of or equity and ownership inside of a commercial real estate property. And so at the end of 15 years, here's what the numbers look like, right? Instead of every year your cash flow going up, the cost going up, because leases are continuing to rise. Your costs are going to stay the same. Maybe your income from the two other locations increase to cover more of your loan. But at the end of 15 years, instead of having nothing to show for it and trying to figure out where you move next, now we've got a fully paid off commercial property that we can put on the balance sheet. And so if we're looking to sell the business, that helps with valuation. It helps increase the valuation. For a lot of business owners, it's, well, hey, at the end of 15 years, maybe I'm looking at retiring. Well, hey, now we can start using that commercial property to start cash flowing to the business owner as almost a fixed income opportunity for the business owner in their retirement years. And so those are big options that we're looking at. And the other cool thing is that our focus with taxes is what are the tax implications? And with this studio in particular, we've got an idea that we're going to save them about $150,000 in taxes this year, just with a few different ideas. And that's going to help cover some of that cash flow. Maybe if it's a little tighter for the business, we can help mitigate some of that with tax strategies. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, George, thank you so much. And everyone, if you would like to reach out to George, his contact information is up on the screen. And if you have any commercial real estate needs, I'd love to connect. Thanks, George.
thank you.